Students, today we will be conducting the experiment on design and realization of op-amp based first order Butterworth low pass, high pass and band pass filter for a given cutoff frequency to verify the frequency response characteristics. Right? So there are different types of filters such as Butterworth filter, Chebyshev filter, and other types of filters. So in particular we are considering Butterworth filter here. And again under filters there are different types, that is low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter and band reject filters. Right? So these things you have studied in your theory part. Right. So first one is the low pass filter that we are considering here. So this is the circuit of the low pass filter. Right. This is a circuit of the low pass filter. So low pass filter means it passes the lower frequencies and rejects the higher frequencies. So what is meant by this? So it passes the lower frequencies means the output voltage will be equal to the input voltage. That's why we are getting the gain of 1 here. Right. Gain is 1, so we are getting a flat curve. Okay, flat response. Then from cutoff frequency the output voltage goes on decreasing, hence we are getting a decreasing curve. So this is the response curve for the low pass filter and this is the circuit diagram. Okay, so with this basic introduction to the circuit diagram and the response, let us go into the different components that are used here. One is the CRO, right, to observe the input and output waveforms. Then we have the signal generator to apply the input to the circuit. Right, then we are using the power supply to apply the power supply of plus 12 volts and minus 12 volts to the op-amp. Okay, then this is our circuit diagram. Okay, according to the circuit diagram we have rigged up the circuit here. Okay, and we have connected the input and output, input from the signal generator, and we are also connecting the input and output to the CRO to observe the input and output waveforms. Fine, students. Then so students, here we have already rigged up the circuit. Let's go on into the conduction part and take the readings. So I have put it in the dual mode here. So it is in the dual mode, CRI is in the dual mode. So you can observe both the input and output waveforms. The first above one is the input waveform and the bottom one is the output waveform according to the channels to which we have connected the input and the output. Okay. So now as we are getting input and output here, so we have to observe the what output we are getting for varying by varying the frequencies. For different frequencies what will be the output voltage, and based on that output voltage we have to plot the graph of voltage gain versus frequency. Right. So for the first frequency, right, let us take for the first frequency here. So this is for the first frequency we are taking here. So for 185 Hz, right, let us observe the input and output. So input voltage we are maintaining constant at 1 volt. You can see here I have maintained 1 volt into 1 division. So it is 1 volt into 1 is 1 volt peak to peak constant. Right. So for 1 volt peak to peak, how much is the output? So let us note down the readings here. So for input is 1 volt. So I have taken for 185 Hz. So for 185 Hz, how much will be the, so for frequency, then we have output voltage, then gain in dB, that is 20 log V0 by Vin. So let us make these three columns. So first for 185 Hz frequency, output to input voltage is 1 volt peak to peak constant, 1 volt peak to peak. So I am getting the output voltage also 1 volt peak to peak. Okay. So what will be the gain then? Normal gain will be, gain calculation, gain is V0 by Vin. Output is 1 volt peak to peak, input is also 1 volt, so the gain is 1, gain is unity. So if you want to calculate the 20 log of 1, so what we get here, 20 log of 1, you can see here, if you can take the 20 log of 1, so that will come out to, so 20 log of 1, that is 0, isn't it, students? So 20 log of 1 is 0, so that is 0, write it down here as 0. Okay. So similarly let us take for higher frequencies. Now we will vary the frequency. Let us make it around 300 Hz. So it is around 300. So for 300 Hz also the output voltage is remaining 1 volt peak to peak. You can see here is remaining 1 volt peak to peak. So write it down. It is 1 volt peak to peak. So again gain will be 1 and 20 log V0 by Vin in dB, that will be 0. Let us increase it. Let us make it 400 Hz. So it is 395, 400 hertz. Okay. So for first students, again we are getting the same, that is 1 volt peak to peak. So write it down. For 400 hertz, it is 1 volt peak to peak. So 20 log V0 by Vin is also 0. Let us further increase the frequency. So we have taken for 400, let us make it 500. Hertz approximately. Okay. So for 500 hertz frequency, hertz also we are getting constant output of 1 volts. So it is 1 volt peak to peak. Again the gain in dB is 0. Let us increase to higher value, certain higher value here. So we will make it around 600, 700 or 800 hertz. So I am increasing now. So it is around 700 hertz. Okay. So for 700 hertz frequency, right, approximately 700 hertz, has it decreased? It has decreased to certain less value. So we can adjust here, Y adjustment, Y shift, second one. So you can see here, it is around 0.8 volts. So for 700 hertz frequency, it has decreased to 0.8 volts peak to peak output. So for this, again calculate the 20 log V0 by Vin. So if we calculate 20 log 0.8 divided by 1, so how much will be this value? 20 log of 0.8. So calculate the value here. 20 log of 0.8. This comes out to minus 1.93. Minus 1.9382. So what it indicates, students, here, if we take next for 800 hertz, again it will decrease. Right? We can check that. So for 800 hertz, let us see here. If we increase further, for 800 hertz, okay. So it has decreased slightly. So we'll take for higher value. Let's check for higher value. 900. Okay. So it is around 1100 hertz. So 1180 hertz. So how much is the output we are getting? So it is 0.6 approximately. Okay, 0.6. So for the 1180 hertz, we are getting output of 0.6 volt peak to peak. So 20 log of 0.6. 20 log of 0.6 divided by 1. So that comes out to minus 4.43. Minus 4.4369 in dB. Fine. So this is how, students, you will be getting the response. If you plot the graph here, so this will be the nature of the graph. As we are getting the constant gain for the frequencies up till around say 600 hertz or 700 hertz, it will remain constant. Then at around 700 hertz, it is decreasing to 0.2 volts peak to peak. So then from 700 hertz onwards, it will go on decreasing. So this is the nature of the response that we will be getting for the low pass filter. Similarly, students, we can also rig up for the high pass filter, right, which passes the higher frequencies and cuts off the lower frequencies. So lower frequency, this is a stop band what we are getting, where it is rejecting the lower frequencies and passing the higher frequencies. Then similarly for the band pass filter, it's a combination of low pass and high pass. So where we will be getting 2 stop bands and 1 pass band. Okay, so 2 stop band and 1 pass band. So here this is the, what we are getting is high pass filter, and this is the response of the low pass filter. So it's a combination of both. Okay, in this way we can rig up the band pass filter. So the procedure for high pass filter and band pass filter remains the same as that of the low pass filter. Taking the readings, everything is same, only the response is different. The nature of response remains different. Readings, everything, almost conduction part, it remains the same. So students, we hope that we all have understood the experiment. If there are any queries in this experiment, send the queries to us so that we will clarify your queries. Thank you.